There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV.
As we start the Morning Star Breakfast Show, how do you wake up in the morning? Did you wake up from the wrong side of your bed? Do you wake up from the happiest side of your bed? What is this conviction that has kept you going? It's something that you should give God the glory. There are so many persons who have wake up today finding themselves in the mortuary, finding themselves in the hospital. That's why you should be happy that one thing that God has done for you is giving you the breath of life. So that's why you should be grateful and show love and let all you do, let love lead. We are here in Starcross Television to enlighten you, to educate you about the way of life and how you should rally around life and show positivity in all you do. Good morning and welcome to Starcross Television. We'll go on a short break, and when we are back, we'll do you the honor to introduce our beautiful guests who are here today. Thank you very much.
Powering station, God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television.
When you wake up in the morning, you need some inspiration and motivation from someone who cares to brighten your day.
Morning Star Breakfast Show, which comes up in the morning hours of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays and Fridays, is meant to set the tone perfectly for the commencement of a new day.
Hello, my name is David Eric. Here on Starcross Television, we rise like the sunset, ready to capture your attention and soften your emotions like the morning dew. This is why we come to your TV set every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays and Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central African Time, to inspire you, educate you, enlighten you, and more so, entertain you. Keep watching Starcross TV, keep supporting Starcross TV. Starcross TV, truly the best.
Watch Morning Star Breakfast Show for your daily motivation.
Watch your most entertaining breakfast show.
Don't, I repeat, don't miss Morning Star on Starcross Television.
Hello there, I am Peace Smith. Be a star with Morning Star.
Start your day with God on Morning Star Breakfast Show.
Watch Morning Star Breakfast Show.
Thank you for staying glued to Starcross Television. Yes, we told you when we are back from the short break, we'll do you the honor to introduce our co-presenters who are here, the lovable ones, the beautiful ones that God has given to Starcross Television. Here from my far left, we have Sister Stella Tabot. She's one of the beautiful presenters on Starcross Television.
Good morning to you, brother Odudu Charles. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm perfectly.
You look beautiful.
Fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
When my God is beautiful, I don't have an option than to also look beautiful. You know, we are perfectly created in His own image and likeness. So you cannot be what your God is not. You get. So to our audience, happy Tuesday morning to you. How are you doing this morning? Just like he asked, hope you woke up from the positive side of your brain. See how to. That is, if you woke up with negativity, you woke up, someone tried to piss you off, someone tried to step on your toe, see how to snap yourself off every negative mood you find yourself this morning. You know why? Because God has given you an opportunity to put a smile on your face, so you can as well transfer that same smile, transfer that same energy, positive energy in quotes, to your next door neighbor, to your colleagues at work, to your friends, and even your enemies. You know what that means. I remain Stella Tabot. Please stay glued to Starcross Television as we bring to you wonderful discussional segments and other varieties on this Morning Star Breakfast Show today. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you, Stella Tabot, for that beautiful speeches and how you look beautiful. We are honored to have you here.
Thank you very
much. We also have here B. Smith, one of the beautiful and erudite scholar.
Good morning to you, brother Odudu, and good morning to you, Sister Stella Tabot. Of course, you were saying Stella is one of the beautiful ladies that Father has given to Starcross, and I also want to say that Father has also given you to Starcross Television. I mean, everyone working here, both the camera people, the person in the MCR, the editors, everyone. Father has given us the grace, to work for him as such. He owns us all right? And to our wonderful audience as well watching at this point, I know that Father got you covered, and of course Father is the author and finisher of your faith. So make sure that in whatever you do, you put him at the center. Make sure you're always tabling your issues to him, your problems, your daily activities to him, and he will see you through. Good morning to you once again.
Yeah, thank you very much. When you listen to a scholar, it's very different from someone who is a business mogul.
Hello.
We have a scholar in our midst who will be doing justice to so many things on set today. Thank you so much for coming around to enlighten your audience, talk to them, and get them motivated. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, today before we dive into our discourse for today, we would love to get the brain teaser from Stella Talbot. Give us the brain teaser, throw it to the audience and throw it to your colleague who are here. I know you will shake the table and make us
you will turn the table
around. Let us vibrate. Yeah, Stella Talbot.
Okay, I would say I actually didn't prepare for brain teaser, but however, let's go straight to the point because I still have
the ground running.
Yes. But I'll have to throw the first question at Brother Odudu Charles.
Why are you starting with
yes, I'm going to start.
Why? This should be gender support. So start with
no. At this point, I'm supporting you. He can actually face me.
Why are you supporting me?
I have to. With in a society where we have both male and female, sometimes the male or the female have to support the male.
So if you are supporting me here, you have to support me till the end.
Like I see now. Let's say I do.
Now at this point, you say both of you. Who should I start with?
Start with Odudu. Let me support him today.
Okay.
Well, the highs of it.
Okay, now let's start with Odudu. Over time, we've been asking this question, throwing this question at our audience. No one has been able to call us to give that particular response. So let's see what you have for us. Now, how possible is 8 plus 8 equals to 4?
How possible is 8 plus 8 equals to 4? 8 plus 8 cannot equal to 4.
Okay.
8 plus 8 is 16.
Okay.
You add 4 to 8 to give you. You add 4 to 4 to give you 8. I don't even know if I'm correct.
You have supporter. What?
You said what?
My supporter.
That you add 4 plus 4 to give you 8. At this point, you need
to support me.
I feel you have to answer your question.
I have given my answer.
Okay, but
I thought you were supporting him at some point.
No, so. I can't support him for something I'm not so sure whether you're correct. Oh, you're asking me to support you with my.
You are not a good supporter.
Okay, so what are you saying?
I say you cannot get. You cannot get 4 without having 2 4 to make it 8. So in a nutshell, 8 plus 8 is giving you 16.
So you're saying it's never possible that 8 plus 8 will be equals to 4?
It's not possible.
Okay, how about you, Madam Supporter? Are you these words?
This is not the first time you're asked this question, and also I really do not want to go because anything you want is online. But now looking at 8 plus 8, how possible it is equals to 4. I think 8 plus 8 cannot equal to 4, like you said, which will give you 16, definitely. But in a situation where you are dividing, let's say, that's 16 divided by 8 on its own, if I'm not wrong. 16 divided by 8.
We are using the plus sign here, not division sign, you get? So
but we have BODMAS. So a BODMAS allows you to, either to use subtraction or addition or multiplication as the case may be, and division as the case may be.
So if you're asked to simplify your BODMAS in, like you don't have a pen or paper to do your calculation, if you're asked to simplify it using like your words verbally, how would you do that?
Because if you are saying 16, 8 plus 8, which equals to 16, then you want to minus 8 from it, it will still give you
I think
8.
we'll make a topic on this.
Let's not go deep into that. Let's not go deep into that. Okay, research has it that it is possible for 8 plus 8 to be equal to 4. Okay. Now, if you're talking about time, if you're using the normal wall clock, we have 8 a.m. plus 8 hours will give you 4 o'clock. That is what
I
that
did not
message
see it
means.
coming from that angle.
Yes, that's what I say.
You know, she's always looking for.
You know, mathematically, you want to use BODMAS just like she said, but logically, just like you said, it is never possible. 8 plus 8, since we're using plus, 8 plus 8 has to be 16, not 4. But logically, if you're looking at brain, you know what brain teasers? Brain teasers are IQ questions.
Yeah.
Now, someone once said, okay, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to throw that as a question.
Okay, we have a call this morning.
Hello, good morning.
We lost that caller. So please, I don't know if that caller is calling us in to also attempt the question or the answer to this particular question. Do well to call us because we have lots of brain teasers for you as well. Like today, we didn't actually prepare to give out brain teasers, but I think the spirit has already, the spirit is driving us
So
there.
always prepare because
call us in. Let's get some brain teasers thrown at you, so we know what to do after the end of where you're able to give us a correct answer to that particular question. Okay, so that was for you. That was for you, and you failed.
So you said you use time. You use the wall clock.
The wall clock. So if you say 8 a.m., if you calculate 8 a.m. plus 8 hours, it will give you 4 o'clock.
No, it's not possible. Okay, anyways, let's just leave it for
9,
now.
10, 11, 12. Sorry, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about 12?
8 a.m. I just counted 12.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, okay, let's leave it at that point.
Okay, so the next one is, let me ask you that. Now, there is this occasion I attended, and this question was asked. You could imagine the funny responses I had from where I was.
Okay.
Like, people at my back, they'll be like, is this particular, if no be this thing, that answer is not correct. It has to be this thing. If I mention that thing, then people will just be laughing.
Okay.
But I will not mention it, because that answer especially was not even the correct answer.
Okay.
Now, the question was, what's that thing you have that people use it more than you do?
People use it
More than you do.
more than I do.
Okay.
No, it's actually directed to me, but our audience is free to try on that one, being that we have given the answers to the answer to the 8 plus 8, which equals to 4. So what's that thing that I have that people use it more than me? It's my own. And of course, knowledge. People don't really knowledge.
Can I support her?
Knowledge.
Can I help her?
No,
Wait, let me keep trying. Let me keep trying. I have this thing. I'm just looking at you to see if I'll see the answer.
You don't have to look at him. When you
No, I'm just trying to paint the scenario.
Are you sure if my answer is correct?
No.
Okay, so what's your response?
I'm coming. People use it more than me. My eye.
People use your eyes more than you do.
No. No. No, I'll go for people use it more than me. What else? What could that be?
Okay. That is why it is actually an IQ question.
This one is really one. Okay. What is that thing I have? People charger.
Okay, let's hear from you, brother.
Wait. Let me see.
Okay, I think we are having.
No,
I don't know if I am on the right side, but I want to say what I have that people use more than me. For instance, I barb my hair and I barb weekly. So the barber, they touch my hair more than I touch my hair.
No, data. Yes. Data. Am I correct?
How do people use your data more than you do?
Because I got a hotspot.
You give them the access to hotspots.
Can you help us?
Okay, no, the rest
my voice.
Okay, the answer is your name.
Okay.
Okay, I think I deserve a round of applause.
No, I have to.
The answer is I can say for a fact that this place I went for a contest. Yes, I can remember vividly, and this question was thrown at one of the contestants. None of them, because after the contestant couldn't attempt the answer, they threw the questions as a bonus question to other contestants. Nobody could give the answer. But the people who sat behind me, they were giving some kind of funny responses. And if I tell you for a fact, if I'm able to give those responses they give, you all laugh out. But the simple answer is your name. Why? You own your name. Your
But
name is
someone
Peace.
can be-
You cannot be calling
someone
yourself
can be
peace,
a-
peace, 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 peace every time. I'll be the one calling you peace. Somebody will be calling you peace, peace. They will be calling you peace, peace. You understand? So that is one thing you have.
That's quite logical.
Very, very logical.
Yeah, so that is that for Brain Teaser. I hope
Please,
I
let's
have
give
pleased
a
you,
round
my
of
lord.
applause. Oh, thank you.
I'll
very
drag
much
Sama
for-
on the set.
Thank you very much for that Brain Teaser. That's why when you have someone who is highly vested here on set, you have to sit and tight your belt
Yes,
very well
so-
because a very tactical question can come to you. So thank you. We appreciate you for the Brain Teaser. Yes, we have got enlightened about that, and we expect more next week. We believe we will attempt your question next week. So
Okay.
thank you very much. Thank you. Please,
That means I have to go sit on the
Yes.
internet and
Yes.
keep browsing every
You
day.
may browse, but you will come back not to get the question because this one, I bet you.
This one,
I
Esther.
saw it coming.
I bet you like 70% of people will not get this
Yeah,
answer.
sure,
So thank you
sure.
very much. Now, so that tomorrow if I go to another place, I will win this.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So today we have a very beautiful topic to discuss on. And this is one of the topics that we see has gone into negativity
Okay.
in the world today. So it's a honor, and we use this medium to discuss about it to change so many narratives. So
Okay.
today we'll be discussing on why do people inherit people's enemy. Yeah, there's one phrase that goes, there's one words that I do like that motivates me.
Okay.
It says one enemy too many, and one enemy too many, 100 friends too few. So what it means is you have 100 friends,
Okay.
meaning you have one friends, but you have one enemy, meaning you have 1,000 enemy. Because one enemy can pollute the 100 friends you have.
Oh,
so
that's
today we'll
nice.
be discussing about
Inheriting
inheriting people's enemy. So from the concept of inheriting people's enemy, Stella Tabo, what can you say about inheriting people's enemy?
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Ojuju. On our topic of discourse, inheriting enemies, I would say it is as simple as ABC. The words are practically things we do knowingly or unknowingly, just like we always say. We're always here to inspire ourselves, including us. We're always here to inspire us, to educate us, and to also enlighten us, and to further remind us of most of those things we might have learned, we might have known, but forgotten due to life hustles and struggles, just like I always say. Now, back to our topic of discourse, inheriting enemies. In simple terms, what does that mean? Now, inheriting enemies is it's a phenomenon where people take people or individuals or groups inherit pre-existing enemies of maybe their family members, their bosses at work, or their counterparts, just for the sake of, okay, let's say for the sake of loyalty, I just want to pay homage to my boss, I want to pay homage to my dad, I want to be loyal to my mom, I want to do this, I want to do that. So because of that, the enemy your sister has, the enemy your mother has, and all of that, you were not there when the fight started. You were not there when they had the loggerhead, but you are just here to inherit whatever enemy they have. Like, I don't want to go in detail. That is just in summary what inheriting enemies means in a layman understanding. So I believe as we go deep into the conversation, we'll be able to pin out the causes and maybe the possible solutions if we are able to profile one to our audience.
That's a beautiful one. Yeah, so Peace Smith, what can you describe as inheriting people's enemy? How can we debunk that in our present society?
Okay, thank you so much. I feel Stella has given the definition for what does it mean when you say someone is inheriting an enemy. Sorry, but then I also want to tell the part of how do people inherit these enemies, because I think several factors are involved when you're talking about this. Now we know that this is a common thing that is facing the society, like you said. This has been one of the things that, like, it's like a cankerworm. It has eaten deep into our society today. When you're talking about the workspace, families, church, you know, in a political setting and all of that, this is one serious problem. Now you and I, maybe we have issues, and you have Stella as a friend, and now because maybe I did something so bad, or maybe I just did something to you, you don't like it, And now, because Stella is your friend, you and I, we are not in talking terms. Now, Stella will be citing you against me, or you will be citing Stella against me. Stella should not talk to me, and all of that. And before you know it now, when Stella sees me, Stella will not talk to me. But we don't have issue before. So there's this thing they used to say, a friend to your friend is your friend, and an enemy to your friend is your enemy. That's how it's being said. You understand? So now, Stella, we don't have issues before. We have never quarreled or something, but because Stella is your friend, you understand, now I become Stella's enemy. That's how it is. Now in the family, or maybe there have been a long-standing feud, conflicts, or all of that, and now, because my mom is not talking to her sibling, or because my dad is not talking to his sibling, or because my dad's siblings or cousins or external families does not like my dad, because of that, I as a person, when I see them, being that I'm my dad's child, you understand, or I'm my mom's child, when I see them, I'll not talk to them. Or this particular family is against this particular family, or this particular sometimes even still in the same house, maybe this sibling, because Stella likes buying me colorful things, and now you are also my brother, but because Stella is my favorite, and now Stella is quarreling with you, I'll cite Stella, I'll be with Stella against you. And now in the working space, even when you know the truth, this is how far this thing goes. Even when you know the truth, even when you know that, you as my bestie, you are wrong, because you are my friend, I'll have to, be like, inherit your own enemy. This is how far this thing has gone. And now you see it in the society. Let's just talk about cultural tradition. Sometimes you hear they say, this when you're talking about origin, okay, it happened that this set of persons or these cultural backgrounds do not talk to these people. Maybe there was an incident that happened 10,000 years ago that you were not there, and you, like a Gen Z who is just coming now, because you are born into the culture, you are born into the society, and when you say, because these people does not talk, the day you do mistake and go and talk to this person, this culture your own culture will stand against you, because you are now going to make friends with their own enemies. So this is how far this thing has gone, and I believe that as we are going further, we'll also talk about a whole lot of things.
Wow, thank you very much. This topic is very, very elaborate, and it's something that's eating deep into the life of our society today. Yeah, that's why I said one enemy can destroy the 100 friends you have, because it's going to pollute all the thoughts of people's mind around you. How can we resolve the two party? You coming in as a third party, you resolve the conflict they have. How can you resolve it? Because if you are unable to resolve that throw you and throw another person that will come in through you, you make that problem a very hectic one. So Stella, what can you say? Throw more light about that.
Okay, I'll say, before you resolve, first of all, you need to know the cause. You need to know the root of the problem. What actually led to this conflict as a third party? Now, let's say the third party, you're neither here nor there. You're neither a child of Mr. A nor a child of Mr. B. You're just there as, let's say, an adjudicator. You're just there to put peace, to make peace. Before you even think of resolving the situation, you should know what actually caused. It could be, let's say, land dispute. That is what is almost very, very prevalent in most societies, most communities. So you should know the root cause of that particular conflict before you now set in to say, okay, I understand what Mr. A is talking about. I understand the point of Mr. B. I understand how and why you had to trespass. You're still using land. How and why you had to trespass. Understand why it got to this extent. Now, what do we do? At that point in time, if I'm the person, like, let's say if I am the mediator, if I'm the third party called upon to see how to put a stop to this conflict, I would love to hear both of them speak in my presence first. Let them pour out all the grievances, all the annoyance they have in them, because there's this thing about conflict resolution. If you don't hear from both parties, if you don't allow the both parties to pour out everything they have in their mind, there's still tendency for them to harbor things in mind even after the conflict has been resolved. So allow them, give them the time to pour out everything they have in mind, understand their major their major differences or major misunderstanding, the major thing that led to the misunderstanding, understand them very well without, in quote, without citing one party over the other. If you're able to grab that, if you're able to understand that perfectly, you have solved one problem.
Okay.
Yes, if you're able to solve that or to understand that perfectly, you've been able to solve one problem before you can now lead to, okay, let's us have a dialogue.
Okay.
Now, a peaceful dialogue. After they must have poured out their mind, poured out their grievances. Now let's have a peaceful dialogue, a peaceful understanding, so that we'll have, that is, if these two parties, first of all, another thing too, there should be an agreement that they need peace. You cannot go to a community where they don't need peace at all. You say want to hurt, they will even kill you in the
What
process.
if they don't need peace, but you are there to give them peace?
First of all, you cannot...
And you have given them the advantage of having peace.
Okay, now let's say, okay, you've given them the advantage of having peace. That is where that peaceful dialogue comes in. You need to talk to them, you need to speak sense into them. Okay, this is the reason, even if you have to go biblical, like you need to preach some gospels to them for them to understand the essence of peace.
Yeah.
You understand? For them not to transfer these things to their forthcoming generation, children that knew nothing about what transpired between Father A and Father B. They'll just come and then, okay, since my father told me this about Mr. A, my father told me this about Mr. B, so because of that, let us do the line of my father. You get, for the sake of peace, there should be a peaceful dialogue. Now let's say the two parties, they do not want peace. Let us be the way we are. The land is either for me or not for me. No, the land is either for me or not for both of us. You understand the point? Let the land just be there. Nobody owns it since I don't own it. You understand? But you now, as the mediator, someone who has come now to the peace ambassador, you as a peace ambassador, you want to make peace. You want to make peace between these two aggrieved parties. You need to first of all speak peace into their minds. You need to first of all see how to draw them out of that picture of it has to be what I want. Let them understand the essence of why they actually need peace for the sake of their should I say
well-being?
No, not well-being. For the sake of their generation that innocent, that's the word. For the sake of their innocent generation that were not there when all of these things transpired. So let them know first that peace is actually something very necessary first for also their own peace of mind, because there's no how you see your enemy coming that you'll not feel agitated, that you'll not be grieved, that you'll not feel like I just feel like punching this person, I just feel like doing this. You understand? That peace of mind will definitely not be there. So for your own sanity and for your peace of mind, let's see how to do this peacefully and then we'll get there. Now let's say, okay, at the end of the day they are able to
make peace.
They're able, they're not even making the peace, they have agreed. First of all, okay, let's hear you're here to make peace, you're here to put peace. Let's hear what you have to say. After all your explanations, preaching and the gospel of peace and all of that, okay, we've heard from you. What do you have to tell us? That is it. First of all, get to hear from them. Get to also preach to them about the essence of peace. Let them pour out their minds. After pouring out their minds, you can now come to a peaceful dialogue and agreement. This is if it comes to the extent where, okay, we can sell out the land for peace to reign. Let another different person own the land while we share the benefits, like the financial benefits, split it into two and everybody goes their own way. Or we go back again to remeasure the land for us to have equal parts. So just do something that at least there will be peace at the end of the day. So that is what I think, or that's what I feel I would do.
I like to cover there. I like to cover there because this scenario you are creating is just like the story in the Bible, where Solomon asked the two women, so if this baby is yours, this one says the baby is mine, this one says the baby is mine. Okay, let's divide the baby into two, so that maybe the other woman will take the other part and the other person goes with the other part. It was only the one who really has that child, because no matter what, if this thing is truly yours,
the experience
you understand. If this thing is truly yours, you rather than allowing this thing become a problem, you understand, you would always find peace to reign, you would always allow peace to reign. And of course, that's how Solomon was able to justify that, okay, this is the real honor of the child and all of that. So that was just in a lighter note, just to say something to what Stella said. But then, please permit me, I have a question for Stella.
Okay.
So because I feel when we're talking about inheriting enemies, there's so much attached to it. Now, have you ever being in a circle, and then you have this particular friend of yours, and this person, you actually know that, let's just say maybe that your friend is someone who overreacts, you know, or who can do some things that can bring problems, and you're so sure of it. And now maybe you just walked into a circle and you saw your friend fighting, and now your friend was like, don't talk to that person. Do you understand my point? Don't talk to that person got me hurt, and you met them fighting. You understand? So what would you do? Would you, rather than, you know, help, okay, let's say your sister for an example, so would you rather help your sister to fight without trying to know if actually this person was wrong or your sister was wrong, or would you you know, stand with that person, or maybe, I don't know, what would you do at that process? Have you inherited your sister's enemy or your brother's enemy before?
Now let's say, now I'm going to be very practical with this question you've asked.
Okay.
Let me cast our minds back to an experience, personal experience. I don't know if I've shared that once, but I would say, like, while growing up, I actually inherited my sister's enemy.
Oh, okay.
Because of the love of your sister.
Yes, I actually inherited my sister's enemy. This is, it was just over something very small. Okay. Something very that you can just easily forgo what is there. You understand? Like, if me seated now was always, how would I even say it?
Anyway, what
the mentality I have now is what I had back then. Trust me, I would not even try that. I wouldn't try what I did back then. But let me share. Now, this is something that happened between my sister and another person. Over something, I said something very small that I can just easily let go. But because this thing, it looked so like both of them had the same thing. You understand? My sister had this thing, and this other person also had the same thing, the same color, everything was the same. So you cannot even identify which goes for the other person. Okay. At the long run, one actually got missing. We don't know which one exactly got missing. Is it that of my sister or that of the other person? That was where the fight now started. You understand? This, my sister was saying, this particular one is my own. I kept a mark. I did this. I did that. This other person also said, this particular one is my own. Where this particular mark is, that is where I kept the mark. That is where the fight started, and I had to join my sister to fight this other person. Okay. I would just say that was a childish mentality at the end of the day, but I got what I deserved from my dad, because my dad, being a very strict disciplinarian, he gave to us what we deserved. But I would say, if the mentality I have now is what I had back then, I would not for any reason try that. Okay. Now let's say this person in question is my friend, and just like the scenario you painted, I know her to be someone who is always wanting to fight. Like, you always want to give back. As you're collecting it, she gives back to you. Okay. And I meet her in the same fighting. In the process of trying to separate them, she now tells me, I'm using your word, she now tells me, do not speak to that person. The person fought me, the person did this to me. Me knowing you for who you are, you cannot make me to inherit your own end. I was not there when when you started exchanging blows or exchanging words. I'm just here now to separate what I have seen, what I just saw. So you cannot expect that I will cheer you up and then maybe slap the other person for you. I will not.
But that's your sister, your beloved. And you know that if you really do not, maybe do what she's saying, you might end up becoming our own enemy at home. My dear, now whenever you see her, maybe you're walking with your sister, and you see this particular friend of hers, or maybe, sorry, let me use the word in quotes, enemy of hers, you would not want to greet that person. Okay. I just say it in some siblings, so that this one will not get, and why did you greet her, or why did you greet him, and walk away. Listen, even at this age, I still find myself in that. I think over the years, if not a year or two, I think I found myself in that situation. Okay. With the kind of mentality I have now, I'll just speak sense into you as my sister that you are. You cannot push me to hate someone you hate. I cannot do that. This is Stella speaking. You cannot push me to hate someone you hate. You have your reason why you're hating that person. I also have my own enemies. Do you assist me in inheriting my own enemies? Why should I be the one carrying your load? Okay. You understand? That person is your enemy. You know the kind of thing, the things that transpired between both of you. You know what you did to the person that got the person upset, or vice versa, what the person did to you that got you upset. I was not there from the onset. Why now drag me into it? Well, the only thing I'll do is speak sense into you. If you know that this thing you're doing gives you peace of mind or makes you more comfortable, when you see the person, you just start
grumbling or squeezing your face. My sister, if it's okay for you, please go ahead with it, but do not drag me into it. If it's not okay for you,
that's
see how to
maturity.
make
Now you're
peace.
talking about
See how to make peace with this person, so that at the end of the day you don't say you're supposed to be my sister, you're supposed to back me up. Do not use those words for me, because it will not work.
Okay.
It will not work.
Okay, maybe we want to say that.
Yeah, thank you very much. That has been a very, very, very explainable matter for everybody to understand. Yeah, I have a very technical question for you.
Okay.
Yes. You are a third party in between the first and the second, and if the first person is your favorite, your friend or your sister. Now, for instance, your friend or your sister, she or he is at the wrong side, and the second party, the second person is at the right side. Will you be bold enough to speak the truth there and go back to their house and still be very okay with that your brother, or that your sister, or that your friend?
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I want to also invite, there's something that happened while we were quite young. Since you said the first person is my favorite, it can happen that the first person is my friend, he can be my brother, and all of that. And now my brother actually did something, because we are just us two. My brother actually did something. I know that what he did was so wrong. So when the person he did this thing to came reporting to my mom, Father, please forgive me, I'm confessing. So now I had to support my brother in front of my mom, because I don't know what that would entail if I actually say, yes, he did it. You understand? I know what will happen. So I had to support my brother and said, no, he did not do it. And that's how my brother, even my mommy did not know. That's how my brother was able to escape the punishment that would have meant for him. So now, saying maybe in public, and now this thing happened, and I know this person is wrong and all of that. I'm not gonna lie you. I'll not stand there and try to jeopardize or tarnish the image of that person there. You understand? If that person was caught stealing, or if that person was caught exchanging words he's not supposed to do, I'll definitely would find a way to settle it amicably without making anyone feeling guilty, or without casting out the person, whether my best friend or whether the person is blood tied. You understand? So I'll just find a way. But when we get back home, I would definitely correct the person and give the person why I could not say this. Remember, we are still talking about loyalty in terms of that. We are talking about loyalty. But me coming out there to cast you, remember, I don't know how to put it, but good friendship matters a lot. Good friendship matters. Whether that person is your brother, whether that person is your friend. I will not stand there to cast you. Even if as I'm here now, although I really do not believe like have this kind of friend that you could say, oh, this peace friend or peace best friend, you can never have it. But if I like, for example, maybe you here, you are considered as my best friend, and now someone comes to you, or maybe I saw you fighting with someone and I know you are wrong, or maybe you are exchanging, or you were caught in an act and now that other person is right and you are wrong, I will not stand there to cast you out. I'm not like that. I can never be like that. Instead, rather, I'll find a way to settle the environment. I know that some people that are like, his friend was there, her friend was there. You understand? Even this her friend can testify to it. I not gonna testify. I don't like to you because yes, I will not, because I wouldn't want to sell you out. I know we should stand for the truth. I will not like accept the fact that the other person was wrong. I would not. I know our audience watching, you would all have a different view as regards to what I'm saying now, but please do well to call us in, do well to send in your comments on our YouTube page or our Facebook page. Our phone line is displayed on your screen. Let's get to know what is your own view about this, because for me, I'll not cast, yes, that's my own view. I'll not cast the person out.
Okay, Stella,
okay,
from your own view, from your own view, is it right?
Stella has a question for me as
well. No, she'll give you a question. Okay. Is it right, from your own view, to correct your loved one or your friend publicly to resolve the problem, to be sincere between the both party?
No, the thing is,
it may not be from the angle she is coming from the stealing aspect, from the whatever. So is it right to correct?
Now the thing is, when you are a friend to someone, you should be able to know that person in out.
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to tell what the person likes and what the person does not like. Now, you should also be able, when you catch the person in the scene or in the act.
It's not silly, no.
Now, let's say fighting, for instance. Let's say fighting. you caught that person fighting, and maybe over the years, over time, this person is not someone who fights. You've known this person for like 5 years plus. You get, I'm still counting. You've never caught this person fighting. This person is not someone who even throws tantrums or exchanges words. Even if someone gets him or her upset, she just wants to be in her own safe space, private corner. And then on that same day, you've caught the person fighting. One thing that will cross your mind is, what actually led to this, my friend, fighting? This is someone I have never caught fighting. This is someone that's never fights. I have never, in quotes, seen this person fighting. But this day, you caught this person fighting. You should first of all understand what actually led to that fight. Hear from both parties. Now, there is a way you can also correct that your friend, even in public, and it will not sound or seem embarrassing. Yes. Then you can still say, and the person will just still feel embarrassed. Now, to answer your question, when I'm able to understand the scenario, what actually led to that fight, and then understanding the environment too, I will now know if cautioning her there is proper, or withdrawing her maybe to her safe space, maybe back to the house or somewhere to caution her. It depends on the situation we find ourselves. That is when I will now detect if correcting her publicly is okay or not. That is my response. Now to you, I had a question for you. You said whether or not the person did something bad, you cannot sell the person
like
out.
make the like from your word, you cannot embarrass the person.
Okay. Now let's say this person did something very bad. Okay, let's use the reverse of my friend.
Okay.
This your friend in question is someone you know for sure that the person is a fighter. Whether or not he did something as little as pinching the person, he or she must have to give it back to you. And then at that point in time, you met the person giving back to somebody in public. In public, yes. And then you'll be like, I have always told you, stop this character, stop this attitude, but you still do it. You keep doing it, and they know me to be your friend, they know you to be my friend. Why do you keep embarrassing me? Now let's say I'm just trying to paint a scenario so I can throw your question at you. You find yourself in that situation. Don't you think correcting that friend there at that spot will also make him or her to at least withdraw some of those things she does that she feels she is doing too much,
and you
she's
think doing
enough.
it there will make the person change?
It depends on your approach.
Okay.
I think it also depends on your approach. What do you think?
All right. Okay. What I think about it, honestly, I've been in that situation before, but I still feel that there are better ways to do it. I would just apologize to that other person, because I know, like you said, this is my friend. I know what he or she can do. So rather, what I would do is I'll apologize after knowing what happened, because that's how conflict should be resolved. Because it just can't go to a scenario and now start, maybe trying to either resolve it or like try to bring peace without knowing what happened. So definitely, if you know that your friend is at the wrong end, which of course you know what kind of a friend you have, I'll apologize to that person. And when I apologize to that person, I'll also ask my friend to calm down, maybe, now they hit there and everything. I'll just ask the person to calm down. Then I'll excuse that person to now maybe go somewhere. We talk about it, and this time around, I'll give that person practical reasons to enable that person to know that if this same thing happens or repeats itself, I can never be seen with you anyway again, because that's an act of embarrassment you have caused to me as well, having to meet you in that scenario. And everyone knows that my friend, like at that situation now, everyone might know that, oh, this is how our friend is. I don't know why peace is calm and our friend is this and all of that. So rather than making you feel embarrassed, because you're my friend as well, I can't run away from you. I didn't run away from you before now, so I'll just excuse you, or calm the other person, apologize to that other person. But I will not say my friend is wrong, because you saying your friend is wrong at that same time, you are also hurting your friend. But rather, I'll apologize to that other person for what happened, you understand? Then take this, my friend, to where I know we can actually talk and resolve the issue. But if this repeats itself, I will not work with you again, because that's how I am. If I try to tell you something over and over again and you can't stop it, then that means There can be that flow, but you have to understand that for us to work, if you really value my friendship the way I value your own friendship, there have to be that understanding. You have to tell me something, don't do, and I don't do. And if I tell you also don't do, and I feel like I've told you this thing over and over again, and this thing is becoming like an embarrassment, that means definitely we can't work out. Do you understand? So if I excuse you because I can't embarrass you in that scene, that's me. I will not embarrass you. I will not say you are wrong or you are right, but I'll only apologize to that person. Even if the other person is like, this is your friend, you know your friend, I say, I know, please, I know, don't be angry, please, sorry. You understand? Take that person out, then rent the way I'm feeling to that person somewhere, after which, I don't know if you have, or if our audience have a different answer to this question, but that's just me.
Okay, yeah, we actually love to hear the opinions of our audience. Our phone line is displayed on your screen. Do well to call that contact so we can also get your own opinion on what inheriting NMH is all about. Our YouTube and Facebook platforms are also open, and BCS Starcross TV International. Please do well to drop your comments as we're here to read them out. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Peace, Smith and Salata. But we're going on a short break, and when we are back, the discussion continue. Thank you very much, and stay tuned. for staying glued to Starcross Television. I believe you are well educated and well enlightened about our discourse for today. Yeah, we have been on set with P. Smith,
Welcome.
a beautiful presenter and is a beautiful scholar. Also have here present with us Stella Talbot. We were discussing about inheriting enemies. Yes, that's beautiful performance on your screen was done by young and vibrant scholars and choristers of Brotherhood Red Cross and Star. I hope you do enjoy that. Yes, we have various segments we bring on your screen today. After this will be a very special motivation and today in history. But before we forge ahead, we would love Peace to tell us more about inheriting people's enemy.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so welcome back, Sister Stella. Welcome back, Brother Odudu. So now we are still talking about inheriting enemies, but we are still yet to get your view, what you think about this. Remember, your view can actually help someone out there. You know, maybe someone is actually battling with this, so make sure you send in your view. You can as well call in. All right, so Stella, I have this question. Because sometimes, let's just say Odudu was my best friend, and along the line we broke up. In terms of good friends, you understand? But along the line, Odudu did something to me that I hated, or maybe, like I said, I've been correcting Odudu over a particular thing, and he refused. And at some point, I decided not to work with him. Then I come to being friends with you. And now, knowing that you were Odudu's enemy, let's just say you were not in talking terms with Odudu during that time that I and Odudu were friends, and we came back together. Now, would you start telling me, would you start telling me all the things that maybe the secret, let's say along the line I was Odudu's friend, but now let's put you in the shoe of you being Odudu's friend. So being that you were Odudu's friend, you knew some of Odudu's tight secrets along the line. So would you come and tell me that, oh, do you know Odudu these days, or maybe some of those bad attitude or habits of Odudu, or some of those things at that time we saw as secrets while I was with him or while you were with him as friends? So would you come and tell me those bad secrets, being that you are now Odudu's enemy, and of course I'm also Odudu's enemy?
Now, let me put myself in that shoe practically. I would say I am not someone who spills someone's secret.
Okay.
There's something about friendship. Friendship is not just about, okay, I know your name, I know your family, I know your this, I know your that. You should be able to keep your friend's secret to the very last minute. Now, let's say I am no longer friends with you, or I'm no longer friends with Odudu, and I have almost all of his secrets in my palms. I have no right whatsoever to disclose his secret, except he asks me to do so. I cannot. This is something he told me in confidence. Whether or not he told me when we were still close pals, when we were very close, we were always sharing the same, like eating from the same place and all of that. And along the line, that friendship got sour, that friendship got stale and all of that. So because of that, let me use what he told me against him.
You know what?
That's not true friendship. At least you should be able to value the days you were so close, the days you were sharing your secrets, the days you were sharing almost everything in life. So do not use this current or this present day because you're no longer that close. You should use whatever he has told you. Okay, now let's say he is a sickler, or he just something. You just want to use that to punch him back. Maybe let's say he did something very bad, that because of that's had to jeopardize your friendship. So you want to use whatever he has told you in the past to bring him down. That is not friendship. You should be able to uphold whatever that kept both of you together in the past years. Not because something very small led to the break or the breach in friendship. So you want to use whatever he has told you over the years to bring him down. That is not what friendship entails. Friendship at least entails that confidence, that confidentiality. Thank you. That confidentiality should be there at every time, at every point in time, whether I am still that close friend of yours or not. There is something. Someone told me something for a very long time now. Someone had told me something. I was still in secondary school then. And you can see the level of trust that person had in me to tell me that thing. It could have been very, very easy for the person to tell my elder sister because they were in the same class then. But the person saw me to be this person that, okay, I think this girl can keep this. And I must tell you for a fact, in fact, I don't even know where that person is as we speak now. But I have never I have never
And you
told,
will never.
and I will never tell anybody about that thing. Like I said, I don't even know where the person is as we speak. I was still in secondary school then, but she was able to confide in me to tell me, okay, this is what and what and what and what I am facing at this point in time. You get?
Yeah.
This is someone that was very close to my elder sister, the person I am, my immediate older sister. She would have been able to just confide in her because they were more close. They were classmates then. I was still a JSS student or so, but she found me comfortable or reliable to speak something, to tell me something of that nature. And up to now, I can say for a fact that I have never spilled that thing out. I don't even know where she is as we speak.
Okay.
So you do not, for any reason, because someone has confided in you to tell you something that could be a top secret that maybe it was very pressing, he just needed someone to talk to. He just needed someone to at least relate that thing with. But the person found you comfortable to relate the thing. So because of one or two glitch, because of one or two loggerheads, you want to spill and use the thing against the person. That is not what friendship
You know,
is all about.
this attitude is common in secondary or primary school.
Okay.
But even up to now, you see it happening even in adults. Maybe you were friends with this person because you are no more friends, or you now take this person's secret or weak point to, you know, the other person now that you consider as your friend. And now we are saying that please, let's try to, you know, derail from such attitude because it's not right. Now let me ask you, Dudu, now you still on, you know, breaking of friends ties or friendship ties, and now Stella here was your friend, and now you people, let's just consider yourself as both a man and a woman, not necessarily of
For
any
today,
other kind.
for this.
So now Stella here was your friend, and now Stella broke up. Maybe your friendship could not hold because maybe you had a misunderstanding or something, and now you divided. You went your way, Stella went her way. Now the question is, you now have a new friend who is Stella's enemy. Do you understand my point? Remember, when you were friends with Stella, you were so close. Like I said, it's not about whether the differences in gender. We are talking about you seeing each other as brothers and sisters. And now you were very, very close. You gist about so many things, both the weakness and, you know, the strong part of Stella. And now you are no more friends with Stella. And now I'm a friend with you or friends with you. And now I am also an enemy to Stella, which you know, have been before now. So would you trust me? You understand? Who is an enemy, or who is, let's just put it like that. Now you have a new friend. So would you trust your friend of your enemy? Do you understand my question?
Well, yes, I understand your question very well. Like Stella rightly said, in every relationship and in every friendship, there must be something that you are loyal to, that brings bring the both parties together. If, for instance, we were friends, we had something that draws together, and we had good memories. There's always a good memory and there's always a bad memory. Yes. So if you want to discuss the bad memory, let the good memory override the bad memory.
Okay.
But in another way, what you have with that person, that very tight conversation, a very tight secret, it should remain with you for life. It is not right you should share it.
No,
with
I
that
feel,
person.
let me come in there, sorry. I feel that analogy I used was quite wrong. You understand? Now you have a friend who is now an enemy to you. And now you now have a new friend who is, or who was a friend to me, who is an enemy to you right now. So would you...
We learn things about ourselves. And I know the manner of how you talk and where you are driving to. If you are trying to detect something from me, to now use it against me,
or
because
take
of
it
what you have,
to Stella,
gotten
who is
from
your
Stella.
enemy. Okay.
Now to place it in a scale and see if this person is wrong, I will detect and know if you are true or you are transparent, or if you are wrong. So if you have a free spirit, I'll be free. But there are some certain things we related while the journey was still very smooth, which I cannot relate to you. Just like what you relate to me, which I cannot relate to you. Yes, because if I do, you will see that person as a very bad person.
Okay.
That person that you have been seen as a good person, that person has been painted. The picture there is a black picture that you cannot erase. Okay. So you allow it just to go like that. And that person that is my enemy and you my friend will be jittering, will be scared that he or she that is now my friend, that everything he had with you will be spelled out. So in a nutshell, I learned with what Stella is saying. You keep everything on the low and allow the friendship to flow.
Okay. Now let's bring it to this aspect. Now I'm a friend to two enemies. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
I'm a friend to two enemies.
Before you learn, you being a friend to two enemies, God is bringing you in to bring us together.
Okay, we'll get there. So I'm a friend to two enemies. Remember, I come to you as your friend. I go to Stella as Stella's friend. But both of you both know that you are both enemies. Let's put it that way. Sorry, no one is enemy on this site. We are just trying to create, an example. Yes, an instance to what you are saying. So now I am a friend to both of you. And definitely, you know that just like you are taking me as your best friend, Stella is also taking me as her best friend. And now, Stella, would you confide in me on so many things, knowing fully well that I might likely take this thing to Odudu, maybe either by virtue of discussion or by virtue.
I am okay. You are my Odudu is my father.
Okay.
I am okay. You are my Odudu is my father.
Okay.
Odudu is my father, and I am your friend. I am Odudu's daughter.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
I am
and my
Odudu's
father
daughter,
is Odudu's
enemy.
father's enemy.
Yes. No.
Okay, father's.
Let me explain better. Odudu is my father. I am just like the middle person here.
Yeah.
Odudu is my father, and my friend, which is you, the father that begot you, is an enemy to my own father, which is Odudu.
Yeah.
That means I am just a middle point. I am just a middleman between my father and the father of my friend, who is an enemy to my father.
But the two of you are friends.
Yes,
good friends.
So what happens is my father, who is Odudu, always wants me to shift myself from this my friend whose family is, in fact, the entire family of this my friend is an enemy, or to my father's entire family.
Okay.
My immediate family, for instance. Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
Now my father always wants me to, he's always looking for opportunities, situations to remove me from that, to separate me from that my friend. But we are close friends from birth.
Or
like
sometimes
from
use you to get information from me against my father.
Now the thing is, he is always looking for opportunities to break that tie between me and this my friend.
Okay.
Because he knows for sure that if they are unable to get him as my father, they will always want to get at me, and if they are able to get at me, it will also hurt him as my father. So he's always looking for an opportunity, whether via school, if something like admission comes up, he wants to send me far to a very far distance where I can, it will take me ages or years to even meet with this my friend, except maybe via phone calls and all of that. But at some point, something somewhere still leads me back to still meet with this particular friend of mine. And even as we speak, they are still this in the same community. Both families are still enemies.
Wow.
Now I'm bringing this life scenario or this life experience to answer your question, where you are a friend to two enemies. I would say, for my own safety, I can never tell you anything that I know you will use it against me when you get to tell Odudu the same thing. Odudu is my enemy. You understand?
So there's no 100% trust.
There is no 100% trust.
Okay.
You cannot be a friend, like, not that we're talking about inheriting enemies. So simply because myself and Odudu, we are not in talking terms, that does not mean you should not also be in talking terms with either me or Odudu. You have your own life to live. You are at liberty to make friends with anybody. You understand? But I will be very, very confidential with some of the things I tell you, because there's a 79% or even in fact 95% possibility.
Remember, you also know me. You also know me as a friend who is confidential when it comes to informations.
My dear,
what I believe is change is constant.
Thank you very much. There's nothing like confidentiality when it has to
why do we have
you trying to be very secured with yourself, your entire family, and even your life. You understand? Okay, now let's say you are at gunpoint. You're at gunpoint. You know some certain things about me that if you spill, it's going to be at my detriment. And okay, now let's take you to be that confidential person. You are someone who keeps to your word. You cannot spill whatever the situation is. But you're at gunpoint. Your life is at stake. If you don't spill, you're going to go. there is no how you will not spill
Yeah.
at that part. There's no how you will not spill that thing you know about either me or Odudu to the other opposite party. There's definitely a 95% tendency that you must have to spill. Okay, now let's say there's nothing like gunpoint. You're not under duress of any kind. Okay, let's say we are marrying, like jubilating, merriment here and there, and then at the end of the day, since okay, now let's say you are from a middle class or from a class background, and myself or Odudu is from a very wealthy background and all of that. So just for you to get something you need, there's something you need, like maybe say financial assistance or something. There's the condition there is you have to tell me Odudu's secret. Do you get my point?
Definitely.
You have to tell me Odudu's secret for me to use it against Odudu. And since you really need that financial assistance, there is nothing you will not do for you not to get that thing you need. And that thing you must have to do is for you to tell me Odudu's secret. 95% assurance. You've said it all already.
Definitely.
But I think there's how loyalty.
Okay.
If you believe in loyalty, is how loyalty can come. It's not that you are scared of that your friend or that person has been your friend before, used to be your friend. But because of the loyalty you have and the trust, not to the person, the trust you have for yourself. Because if you spill it out, even you yourself, you feel that you feel betrayed.
Okay.
Yes,
That's true.
because the person also have your own information.
No,
So
that's
that's where the loyalty comes in. Even at the place of a very important need, loyalty can come in,
That's
and it's how you can drive it out and get.
And I
the
must say
result.
for a fact that there are people who are still loyal to a fault.
So is it, if I ask now, is it better to have friends who are mostly loyal, or let's just say a few friends who are fiercely loyal? Which is better?
Mostly loyal and fiercely loyal. When you say fiercely loyal, that means they are
They're
extremely loyal.
yes.
They are extremely loyal. I would say in situations where it is either it's a do or die affair, friends who are extremely loyal are needed. Yes, because those persons who are mostly loyal, there are times where they'll just have to succumb.
Okay.
That is it.
So now there's this thing that they say, is it an enemy? To know an enemy is better than, that's how they put it actually.
A good enemy
friend is better than a brother. A brother.
No, okay, now
Is it
let's bring it, let's bring it this way now. For when you're saying having loyal enemy, let's bring it to loyal enemy. So is enemy rather than a fake friend.
Okay, that is another thing entirely.
And now you know that this person is your enemy, you are so sure of that enemy.
Now, for you to have a loyal enemy and for you to have a fake friend, my sister, choose the loyal enemy with your full chest. This is my reason.
Okay.
Already you know this person is your enemy. Caution, you eat with the person with the longest spoon ever.
If at all.
With the longest spoon ever.
Okay.
Eat with the person with the longest spoon ever. Rather than you say this person is your friend. You don't even know if the person loves you wholeheartedly, or the person is just faking to put a smile on his or her face whenever he or she sees you, or the person is truly your friend.
So you subscribe to what they say, the enemy you know is better than the friend you don't know, or that's how they put it, or the angel you don't know.
My dear,
Angel you know is better than angel you don't know.
Okay,
I would
whichever
say
is said.
that is my own opinion. It is better for you to go with
a loyal
enemy than for you to go with a fake friend who is doing everything possible to bring you down, even without your knowledge.
Okay, so I would like to also justify that loyal enemy.
Okay.
So we created a scenario where you were once my friend and we are no more friends, or Stella was once my friend and we are no more friends. And along the line while we were friends, Stella actually told me things. And of course, being that Stella is no more on the talking terms with me now, I cannot, or I should not, carry whatever Stella had told me to go tell another person. Now, maybe I'm in a company of new friends. I should not be there where Stella is being, maybe they want to do something bad to Stella, and I'm supporting it simply because there are people like that. They're not your friends anymore, but they would not sit where you are being battered, or your future will be jeopardized by them or something. But then there are friends you call your friends. They would gladly, they're even looking for where they know that they will sit and think of how to mortar you off, to batter you and everything. So please, let's all try to be watch out Let's be mindful of what we do. Even if you are friends with someone, do not inherit enemies. Now, talking about the disadvantages now of inheriting enemies. Odudu, do you think there is any disadvantages of inheriting enemies or something?
Yes, I have one disadvantage. I would say it is an disadvantage. Yes.
Advantage or
Disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage.
Yes, one.
Okay.
I feel it is a disadvantage.
Okay.
The disadvantage of it all is if I inherit your enemy, Stella's enemy, one, and I'm comfortable with that, one, it will not help me mentally. Because immediately I see the person, the Stella's enemy, I will recall all what Stella have said, and I'll be looking for information to see if truly this person is that person. And if truly that person has that kind of character, that person, I cannot have anything to do with that person. The way God may do it, I have a connection to help that person. I will not be able to help that person.
Sure,
so that's the disadvantage of it. And it does not help you. It does not help to grow spiritually and physically. And from there, you are not only hating that person, or only disliking that person. You dislike the person's family, dislike anything that comes from that person.
Okay.
And any place you sit in a table and they are discussing about that person, maybe in a good way, in a good light, you will be the destructive spirit to destroy it all. And you will say something that people are not aware of,
right?
that will bring that person down.
And definitely, when you bring someone down, you're also down.
In the profession.
Yeah.
So that is the advantage, I think, that
disadvantage.
Disadvantage, I think that we should do away with.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Stella, do you have something to say?
Okay.
How did you say you'll be this destroying spirit?
Okay, first of all, I would say for you to inherit someone's enemy, just like he said, you'll not be comfortable.
Yeah.
So I would say that is what I would tag unresolved emotions.
Oh, okay.
When you see this person, there is no how it will not trigger something in you. Now let's say this person is your father's enemy. You were not there. Okay, let's say you were not even brought forth into planet Earth when this conflict came up. You just came to hear. Most times our parents do tell us things. What transpired 1900, what transpired so here, what brought to the conflict between our community and the next community and all of that. So they will just always want to tell you things just for you to tread with caution. And then it could be that they're just telling you these things for your own safety, not that you should join them to be that person's enemy. But in our own small sense, okay, since this brother is not greeting my father, I'm not also going to be greeting this brother. You've just on your own inherited your father's enemy. Whenever you see that person coming, you have this triggered anger in you naturally. You just have this triggered anger in you. Whenever you see the person, I'll just feel like punching this man. I just feel like doing this. He or she did so and so thing to my dad. Daddy did not say you should inherit his enemy. You're just the one carrying it on your head. You understand? So that is one of the disadvantage of inheriting people's enemy, which is that unresolved emotions. Another one is emotional baggage. Carrying people's
Wahala for head. They take Panadol for another person.
You're taking Panadol for another person's headache. This headache is not yours. It's your father or your mother's headache. But you're carrying it on your head and the weight becomes too much on you. Now let's say, I know in the society we find ourselves. There are times where, let's say, okay, let's use a job interview for instance. Let's say your father's friend or your mother's friend or maybe a family friend is the CEO of a particular company, the MD of a particular company where you have applied to work, and then upon getting to meet the person after a successful interview, the person will be like, oh, you are the son or you are the daughter to Mr. A who did this to me years back.
Yeah.
It is time for me to revenge. It is time for me to do
the way you were planning your lecturer's child.
It is time for me to do this. Most of those things are just not necessary. You had this issue with the person's father or mother. This child in question was not even there. This child in question has no knowledge of, even if he or she has the knowledge of what transpired, but this problem was not with this particular child. So why try to heap the father's or the mother's blame or punishment
on
the child. It's just inheriting enemy is actually a two-way thing. You want to punish the child for the sin of the father or the mother. It is not, to me, it is not even really necessary. So that is where that emotional baggage also comes in.
All right, thank you so much, Stella. But before I leave the house back to Odudu, I want to also say something about parents. When once they quarrel with another person, they try to bring their children in. Oh, don't greet this person, or don't talk to this person, or don't do this, don't do that. You are only destroying that child's future. You understand? Because you don't know where that child will see the other person who will be of help one day. So let's try to guide against that. And to you in a workspace, don't try to, ignite or incite another person against another person just because you are no more friends with that person. You want to destroy the working relationship existing between two persons, or just because you just want to be happy, Oh, especially, some people, oh, because this person is not talking to me, that means you want thousands of other workers not to talk to this person. Please desist from or derail from that or desist from that. Okay. All right. Now we have other situations where in the church, or because you cannot do and you're seeing someone else who can do, instead of you to applaud the person, you want to see how you can bring the person down by making other people feel like, oh, he's showing body, you understand, or he's doing eye service, or saying things just to bring the other person's image out. Please, let's try to leave all those things, because remember, we are all living, and one day this world is not our own. You go, this one go. When you go, you stand and give account of yourself alone. So what will you tell God when that time comes? This is a question to ask yourself. So let's just stop inheriting enemies because we want to prove our loyalty. All right, bro.
Thank you very much, Peace Smith and Stella Tabor. Thank you for doing justice to our discourse for today. Yes, life is a very simple thing.
Yeah.
And life is very simple for all of us to stay in. The world is simple for all of us to stay in. If we are able to adhere to the justice, to the injunction of our Lord Jesus Christ, and do the biddings of Him, I think life will be easy and going for all of us. That's why it is not advisable for you to inherit people's enemy, because it destroys you physically, it destroys you mentally, and it does not give good results to another person, because you are in the place of destroying another person's future. And what do you think about you destroying someone's future? It means that thousands of people coming from that person's back, they have their future is real, because if you are in a place, in a table of giving connection to someone, and with the enemy you have inherited, it means that person is unsuccessful, and the people at his back or her back, they have nowhere to go to. So you inheriting people's enemy, you have to think about it and change your way. We're going on a short break, and when we are back, we'll continue the Morning Star Breakfast Show with other segments we have for you today. Thank you very much for staying tuned to Star Cross Television.
Give thanks to the Lord, call on His name, make known among the people what He has done. Sing to Him, sing praise to Him, tell of all His wondrous works. 1 Chronicle chapter 16 verses 8 to 9. Beloved, it is yet another time of the season for all creations of God, divinely bestowed with the living breath of God, to express their heart of gratitude to the giver of life, His Holiness Olumba Obu, who, out of His immeasurable love and grace, has redeemed and salvaged us all. This moment also accords you a dual opportunity to felicitate our God and Master, the living breath of life, His Holiness Olumba Obu, on his 24th coronation anniversary celebration here on earth. To be part of these endless blessings, kindly send in your scrollbar felicitation of not more than 50 to 70 words, or your Thanksgiving video on a landscape format to our email address bcsstv000@gmail.com. For further information, kindly call or send messages to the following WhatsApp numbers: +234 809 473 5538 or +234 813 365 9145. And he said to me, prophesy to the breath, prophesy, son of man, and say to the breath, thus says the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe on these slain, that they may live. Ezekiel chapter 37, verses 9 to 10. Management, BCS Star Cross Television. Announcer, thank you, Father.
Your children are here with different court cases. You have discharged and acquitted for them.
BCS music.
When you're far away from home and your candlelight is low, stars will see you through, for you are not alone. You've lost the way to go, it's not the end of the road. Lights will guide you home, I'll always stand by you. And I will be your friend when the road is rough and cold. You'll never walk alone in this evil world of sin. And I will lead the way and ignite your candle flames. Stars will guide you home, I'll always stand by you. So don't forget the road that leads you home. Don't forget there is a candle you hold. Stars will guide you home, they will guide you home. I'll always stand by you. Don't forget, the Lord is your stronghold. He's your anchor when your candle is low. Stars will guide you home, I'll always stand by you. In this journey of life, my words should guide your heart. Come rain or sunshine, I'll always stand by you. In the registry of life, we must go through pain for gain. Stars will guide you home, I'll always stand by you. And I will be your friend when the road is rough and cold. You'll never walk alone in this evil world of sin. I will lead the way and ignite the candle flames. Stars will guide you home, I'll always stand by you. So don't forget, so don't forget, road that leads you home. And don't forget, there is a candle you hold. The stars will guide you home. Yeah, I'll always stand by you. So don't forget, the Lord is your stronghold. He's your anchor when your candle is low. Stars will guide you home, I'll always stand by you.
When darkness falls and fears arise, oh, do not forget the Lord is your greatest might. He said, I will walk beside you through the tears and the battle. Also the stars will guide you home to a place of refuge. As you toil, legion surrounds you. As you sleep, my words protect you. As you wake, my light leads the way. You are not alone. Shine my name in the dark. You see my wonders and mighty your love. I will always be beside you, hand in hand, I'll never leave your pride. Stars will guide you home. Stars will guide you home. Stars will guide you home. to guide you home. I'll always stand by you. I'll always stand by you.
When you wake up in the morning, you need some inspiration and motivation from someone who cares to brighten your day.
Morning Star Breakfast Show, which comes up in the morning hours of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, is meant to set the tone perfectly for the commencement of a new day.
Hello, my name is David Eric. Here on Starcross Television, we rise like the sunset, ready to capture your attention and soften your emotions like the morning dew. This is why we come to your TV set every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central African Time, to inspire you, educate you, enlighten you, and more so, entertain you. Keep watching Starcross TV, keep supporting Starcross TV. Starcross TV, truly the best.
Watch Morning Star Breakfast Show for your daily motivation.
Don't, I repeat, don't miss Morning Star on Starcross Television.
Hello there, I am Peace Smith. Be a star with Morning Star.
Start your day with God on Morning Star Breakfast Show.
Watch Morning Star Breakfast Show.
Thank you, our beloved audience. Thank you for staying tuned to Starcross Television for the Morning Star Breakfast Show. Yes, today we were discussing about inheriting people's enemy, and we did justice to that. And we believe you are enlightened and you are educated about that, and we are sure that you will not inherit people's enemy. And anywhere you are, you'll be able to debunk having enemies, because it will bring you down mentally and physically. Thank you so much. Yeah, today we told you we'll be coming back with so many segments, which is Today in History and another one. Yeah, today we have here present in the show, we have Peace Smith, who has also joined us back. We also have Sister Eric Bess. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Abi Rex, thank you for joining.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Don't worry. What to do? Have to buy you something.
Yeah, sorry for that. Yes, Abi Rex.
Okay.
Yeah, we also have our special guest who is here. She has been doing justice, motivating us, educating us on so many series of so many series of topics. Yes, we have our eminence Tari Puje. Last week she did justice to the disadvantage of social media on children, yes, on teenagers. So today she will come up with a very lovable and beautiful topic. So mommy, you have the floor. How are you doing today, ma? Good morning.
Good morning to you, ma.
Good morning to you, ma.
Hello, good morning, ma.
All right, the floor is yours. Yes, please.
Okay. Last week we talked on the disadvantages of social media to teenagers, and then we also list few disadvantages where we said cyberbullying was one of them, and then we said that we were going to talk about cyberbullying today. And then we will now ask ourselves, what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is online threat, online harassment. And funny thing about it here, every one of us are cyberbullies, but some people take it to an extreme. When I say every one of us are cyberbullies, there is a post somebody might post up, and then you go under it with a laughing emojis, with a comment that other people will come under it, and then also make comment like honor it just to ridicule somebody. But the whole thing about cyberbullying is only done by cowards, though, because you will find out that most people that are involved in cyberbullying are people that face to face, real life, cannot stand up to you. Especially the intense cyberbullying are people that when you meet face to face, they cannot stand up to you, to talk to you, to ask you questions, or things that they even said on social media. When they see you face to face, they will not be able to do it. No matter the age, their economic status, or wherever they are. Only people that cannot meet you face to face, cannot talk to you in your face, can go on the social media with cyberbullying. And we have a lot of our students, our teenagers, getting harassed on the internet. A child might come to school with a torn uniform because the friend feels that, okay, now snap the child picture put it on social media just to make gesture out of it. Now, not most children can stand that. Research have shown that children under age, sometimes even adults, have committed suicide because of cyberbullying. Have committed suicide because of that. Something people take as fun to amuse themselves. People images have been tarnished because of cyberbullying. I know on the internet, once something hits the internet, most people don't even have the time to investigate. So we have to also educate our teenagers. Not everything they see on social media is the reality or is true. Because sometimes you see, I should show you all this nude picture. People put it up to ridicule somebody. That's cyberbullying. Somebody will just sit and then see an individual, but because they need to ridicule that person, they just put up an defamative information out there. Normally, if the person, for example, now, Sister Peace, you are there, there are some people that on a normal note, they cannot talk to you. But those people can go on social media, even come to your inbox with insultive words. That's cyberbullying. So we need to guide our children against that. We need to guide our children against that. And then some children too are seeing it and they feel that is a reality, is a norm, that they can just bully anybody. There is an effect. Some children have committed suicide. Some children have even avoided going to school, certain in community or certain environment. Children prevent themselves from going there because they feel that their image has been tarnished in that area. You see a child just keep to themselves. A child having a food, just keep it to themselves, using the phone to threat. Okay, see, these your messages that you send. If you don't do this, people blackmail people. So the fear of cyberbullying, people now start come to people blackmail because they are afraid to be bullied online. So those are things too we also need to teach our teenagers. You see a child, if they want to, don't back down for blackmail. We need to let them know these are the disadvantages you will face when you are always on social media. Some children will think that, okay, I now know how to deal with you. Since I cannot insult you, you understand? Since I cannot see you face to face to talk, I will find something defamative about you and put it out on social media. So when we are giving our kids Android phone, we need to let them know there are certain things that aren't okay at all. They are not. And if somebody is bullying them, instead of them to go into depression, let them know that they can talk to you, no matter the offense that they created, no matter the situation. Let them, like I always tell parents, let your children be your friend. Your friend to the extent that even if they do bad, because of that friendship, they are able to talk to you. Because you see some children that are so much afraid of their parents, and then something happened, and the person is like, if you don't do this, I will do this. If the child cannot cope with it, next thing you will hear that you start seeing that suicidal thoughts coming to them. Instead of you to do this, why can't I just take these drugs and just go? It's better I die than for me to be disgraced. So we need to guide our children about cyberbullying and let them know it's not good. It's not good at all. And even we as adults, we need to be mindful of our comments we put on social media, what we say about people. Like I always say, when somebody's seeing, like you are talking to me, and then I understand how our jokes level are. You can put stuff on Facebook, and I'm like, okay, this person is just playing, this person is just joking. But another person reading it will not want to use it. Will not want to use it against me, not knowing that it's not anything serious. So I will always advise, even adults, be careful of what you put up on social media. Unknowing to you, it might damage that person, not today, tomorrow. It might damage that person emotionally, psychologically. Cyberbullying is not good, not for any category of person. So we came up today to let you know I have parents waiting out there. So I just decided to use these few minutes to let our parents know. Giving your children an Android phone is good, but you have a whole lot of orientations. You have a whole lot of lessons to teach them. And one of them is to teach them to stand up to cyberbullying. Thank you. And Father bless.
All right, thank you, Ma. Before you run, I have a little question, just one question for
Yes,
you.
please.
So now, in the case of
Yes.
information security, how can people protect themselves? Maybe you will have to carry on this question in the next episode. Thank you so much, Ma.
Okay, I will look onto that.
Yes, thank you.
How to protect yourself against cyberbullying.
All right, thank you, Ma.
Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much for listening to our guest speaker, Eminence Taripo J, on the discourse. Yeah, today we're moving swiftly to our co-presenter who is here to take us through the corridor of today in history.
Thank you very much, Bro Odudu Charles. Thank you very
You're
much,
welcome.
Sister P. Smith. Yes, time is not on our side, but we are going to run through the corridors of history, like what Bro Odudu rightly said. And good morning to you all, our beloved audience. Today being Tuesday is a wonderful day here in Calabar, and I hope it's same there with you, because when you see another day, you know that God has done something good for you. So without wasting much of your time, let's go through what we have for you today. So number one on our list here is Lithuania's declaration of independence from the Soviet Union. Now on March 11, 1990, Lithuania made a history by becoming the first Soviet republic to declare its independence from the Soviet Union, following a vote of the Lithuania's parliament, known as the Supreme Soviet of the Lithuania. The bold move was a significant milestone in the collapse of the Soviet Union, which had been under immense political and economical strain for several years. The declaration was backed by overwhelming support from the Lithuanian population, and despite initial resistance from the Moscow, Lithuania independence inspired other Soviet republics to follow suit, ultimately contributing to the dissolution of the USSR, that is the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. The event marked a turning point in the history of Eastern Europe, leading to the re-establishment of the Lithuanian state after nearly 50 years of Soviet occupation. Lithuania's move played a pivotal role in the wave of independence that spread across the former Soviet Republic. Moving forward, we have the U.S. Congress passes the Lend-Lease Act. On March 11, 1941, the U.S. Congress passed the Lend-Lease Act, which was a critical piece of legislation that provided military aid to nation fighting against the Axis power during World War II. This act, proposed by President Franklin D. Roosevelt, marked a significant shift in the U.S. foreign policy from strict neutrality to active support for the Allies, including the United Kingdom, China, and the Soviet Union. The Lend-Lease Act allowed the U.S. to supply weapons, food, and other critical materials without requiring immediate payment, in exchange for a lease on military base and other strategic advantages. This assistance proved crucial in strengthening the resolve of allied nations, and ultimately played a major role in the defeat of the Axis power. Moving forward, we have Mushoshu Day, that is in Lesotho. Now this is celebrated on March 11th in Lesotho, honoring the legacy of King Mushoshu I, the founder of the first king of the kingdom. King Mushoshu I is remembered for his visionary leadership in uniting a disparate Basotho clan and establishing a sovereign state in the face of external threat from foreign European colonial powers and the neighboring tribe. His strategic diplomacy, military prowess, and focus on national unity are considered foundational to the survival and strength of the nation. So moving forward, we also have National Dream Day. So National Dream Day is celebrated on March 11. It encourages individuals to reflect on the importance of dream, aspiration, and personal growth. This day highlights the power of dreams, whether they are professional, personal, or societal, and essential role they play in shaping a better future. The observance is a reminder of the need to dream big, work hard to achieve those dreams, and inspire others to pursue their goals regardless of obstacles. It is also an opportunity to reflect on how personal dreams align with societal progress as individuals and communities work towards creating a better world for all. Moving forward, we also have World Plumbing Day, observed on March 11. World Plumbing Day is celebrates the crucial role of plumbing professionals in safeguarding public health and the environment. This day brings attention to the importance of clean water and sanitation, as well as the challenges faced by people around the world who lack access to safe water and sanitary condition. The celebration also underscored the significant contribution of plumbing to global development, including in disaster relief effort, economic growth, and public safety. So moving forward, I'm just touching a bit of them. Moving forward, we also have the 69th session of the Commission on the Status of Women. So we have the 69th session of the UN Commission on the Status of Women, held from March 10 to March 21st, 2025 at the United Nations headquarters in New York City, marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing fight for gender equality and empowerment of women. This annual gathering is the largest of its kind. It brings together policymakers, advocates, and activists from around the world to discuss and evaluate the progress made in advancing the rights of women and girls. The central focus of the CSW 69 is to assess the implementation of the Beijing Declaration and Platform to Action, a groundbreaking blueprint for gender equality adopted at the 4th World Conference on Women in China, that is in the year 1995. Moving forward, we also have a World View Educational Fair that is to hold in Lagos 2025. The World View Educational Fair is set to take place in Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria in the year 2025. Will offer a unique platform for global education institutions to connect with Nigerian students seeking international study opportunities. This fair will also facilitate discussion between students and institutions from around the world, providing valuable insight into global education system, scholarship, and opportunities. Given Nigeria's growing population of young people eager to pursue higher education abroad, the fair serves as a key event for bridging the gap between prospective students and the top international university. For educational institution, it offers a chance to recruit talented students and expand their global reach. And under infotainment, yeah, today is Tuesday, and of course it is known in BCS that Tuesday are naturally meant for men to go to their various battles and have their fellowship. So please, men all over the BCS formation, try as much as possible to attend your fellowship today. And we'll also say happy birthday to all those that were born today. We're wishing you long life, prosperity, and all the good things God have for you will come to manifestation. Thank you very much. That's all I have for you under Today in History /infotainment. I hope you've picked 1 or 2. Even though I was rushing, I hope you've picked 1 or 2. And thank you very much for having me here, bro. Dudu Charles and Sister Peace.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Very thank you to you, AB Rex, for doing justice with Today in History. We have learned a whole lot of what happened today.
Yeah.
So it's time for us to draw our curtain close because we are leaving today. We are leaving the studio because we have learned so much, we have get educated,
Yeah,
and we
exactly.
believe our audience are also get educated and they are also enlightened. So
Yeah.
what can you say, Peace, before we leave?
Nothing much. Don't just be a person who inherits every other person's enemy.
Okay.
All
Can
right,
you say to your
yeah, I would say be free, stay good, and be blessed. Yes, that's all I have for you.
Stay true and have a nice day.
Bye
Bye-bye.
for now.